Newf, hey, what's up, man? How's it going?
I'm doing great, man. It's good to be here with you, Mav.
Surprised to see you here now. Now, hey, I thank you for being part of the show, and I have some questions for you, sir. Are you
Bring
ready?
it on.
Okay. Number one, will Phil have shelves at E3?
Will Phil have shelves at E3? Well, guaranteed if he's doing some sort of introduction. I don't know. I don't know where they're actually going to do all this, or how they're planning to do it. But if he is doing it from home, guaranteed there will be some mystic um, surprise in his back shelf. Guaranteed, yes.
Okay. All right. So there will be shelves. I'll take that as a yes. Now, will we get a Starfield release date?
Most likely. But I don't think we'll get a definitive date. I definitely think we're just going to it'll be late,
Like a window.
2022. Yeah,
Okay.
they'll have a window for it.
A
Yeah.
window. So I'll say no because date is a very specific word. So I think we'll get a window as well. But we'll see. All right. So Newf is yes on the
Mhm.
shelves. He's date-ish, no-ish, maybe on the exact date, but yes on window for that question. Now next.
Mhm.
Now this is a loaded question. Which publisher is Xbox going to announce they have acquired at E3? No, no publisher is not an answer. That's acceptable. You have to pick one.
Well, if they're going to go with a publisher, I think they will finalize a deal with Warner Brothers and acquire those studios of NeverRealm and Rocksteady and the ones that come underneath that banner.
That is a very popular answer, Noof. WB Games. Okay.
It's the only
I
one that makes the most sense,
yeah.
honestly, because I don't see a Sega thing happen, so I'm going to go with those guys.
Well, boom boom kaboom. WB Games is coming to the room in Xbox. We'll see. Oh, okay. Now, Noof. Those were my softballs. Okay. Now these next things are straight from your mind. Okay, your creations. You can shoot for the stars. You can dream big, or you can stay. You can stay safe. It is completely
Mhm.
up to you and what you want to do. But I'm going
All
to
right.
need three Xbox predictions from you. So let's start off with number one.
Well, number one, I think we're safe to say this is really going to be the Xbox/Bethesda show. Bethesda's going to come in a big way. I mean, Xbox only announced that acquisition and finalization this year. They finalized the deal. So they're going to come in hot and heavy. And we know that Bethesda is always constantly working on a variety of games. I would not be surprised in the least to see something new from the Wolfenstein franchise. Plus, again, we'll see something from Starfield along with a potential delivery date sometime, I'm guessing, perhaps fall of 2022. A lot of that now will largely depend on what Microsoft's own their other studios have in the works and what their potential release dates are, because I don't think they want to clog the windows, but they will definitely want to have something out there, and they'll want to finally put that to bed about people getting hyped about a game they've never really seen or know anything about. So Starfield will be heavy, Wolfenstein. So again, I think we're really going to see a very Bethesda centric show, because they're going to want to show off why that acquisition is worth the $7 billion.
Okay. I like it. That's very clear, concise. It makes sense. I think it could happen. Uh, Now, number two, Mr. Nukem.
Number two, I think it's safe to say this E3 has to be largely as well focused on Halo Infinite. I think this year we see the most footage and the raw footage, a lot of the improvements, a lot of in behind the scenes kind of dev work from Halo Infinite. It's not necessarily a surprise on this one, but I think we will be surprised with how much content they plan to show us and get us officially hyped for the launch coming up in November. Like I said on many podcasts, Halo has to hit on all cylinders. There is a lot riding on this franchise, not only just the franchise, but how the Xbox Series X and Series S are perceived moving forward. This has to kind of return this franchise to some sense of its former glory. I think that's largely due with storytelling. The multiplayer, I'm pretty confident, is going to hit a home run. I'm confident in that department. It's the storytelling and how well that new engine can basically bring the Halo universe to life, and certainly show off some of the muscle, some of the horsepower of this the new series consoles.
Hey, dude, that speaks to my heart right there. I hope I hope that all comes to fruition. Now, this is your last chance. This is the last thing that you get. Okay, so it's you can either go big or go home here, and like just like the craziest thing you can think of, or you can stay safe and just make sure you get this prediction right. That's up to you. We've had some people stay safe. We've had some people stand on the ledge. So let's see where Newf Nukem goes with this. Number 3, your last Xbox prediction for E3.
Oh, so many I could go with on this one. Boy, where would I like? I like this. I like to say they're going to do something crazy. I just don't know exactly what. I suspect we're going to see some sort of surprise. I also think that surprise is going to be largely tied in with Game Pass, one way or the other. I don't know if that's going to be a big surprise that comes out of a third-party company that has fairly tight ties with Xbox, like Sega, for example. But I definitely think we're going to see some like big releases, like coming day one to Xbox Game Pass. Obviously, that message has been loud and clear for the last, pretty much year, that they're putting a lot of eggs in that one basket, and I think Microsoft will come up big there. So there's definitely going to be a surprise. If there's anybody, I'm thinking it's kind of going to be, yeah, so definitely a surprise, and most likely will be something to do with Sega, maybe bringing out a franchise that has long been dormant, or perhaps games that have never really seen the light of day on the Xbox platform. So I definitely think it's something along that lines, but we're in for some big surprises.
Sega. All right. You heard it here first, guys. Xbox is buying Sega, and they are also buying WB Games, and every game is coming to Game Pass that exists from Newf Nukem. Hey, Newf Nukem, Gaming After Dark, Good Morning Xbox. Thank you for doing this with us, man. And
Anytime.
next guest.